And I don't have to masquerade nothing. I have been an open book. I'm proud of what I am now because I know the truth about who I am. Jenna, you are going to be miserable forever now. I'm sorry. Or turn to God. But I don't think you got that in you. But you may. But I don't think so. Because here's what God says. All the people that I give you, I send you to go tell the message to, they're probably not going to listen. And I'll tell you why they're not going to listen. Because I'm going to shut their ears. And I'm going to close their eyes. And when you tell them the message, they're not going to hear you. They'll think you're a sad country singer that plays a guitar well and it has a nice tune. And you give them entertainment. And they like that. And they're going to hear what you say. But they're not going to listen. They're not going to know it. But you're going to write all these things down. You're going to put them in a place where you can go back and everybody can see them. That way, when it comes time, they'll know that a prophet was among them. That's right. Not just a prophet, Jenna, but I think I'm much more than that to God. Prophet is just one of the things that He has for me, because that was not one of the things that I necessarily wanted, because nobody likes God's prophet. Actually, wise people do. But nobody that is wicked wants anything to do with God's prophet. Because hey man, that's God's man. That's His prophet. You don't fuck with him. Don't even go by his mountain. Just walk around, okay? And unless you're good and you're not afraid that God will destroy you if you were to approach God, then make a wide berth at His place. He ain't gonna come after you. He's not evil. You don't have to worry about Him ever hurting you. But if you fuck with Him, God will make sure that to a nth degree that you get it back. That's God's promise. That's for real. That's not some bullshit exaggerated into a holy mission. No, man, that's God's promise to me. And that's what I know for sure. I've watched it happen. And it's going to continue to happen to the people that hurt us. And it's so important because it's attached to more than just me. It was a covenant of... It brought a spirit together. A whole spirit that was defeating the spirit of divorce. That's what it was going to do. It's the opposite of that. Because we were getting married in a way that the world was unfamiliar with. No fucking paper, but a covenant, a blood covenant with that person and her spirit and God. And that's His spirit, okay? It was a perfect divine union. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know how far we made it in all of that process. But if we never got to experience any of it, it would have been easier. So I have a feeling that we did. Because I feel like a broken-hearted jackass when I see a familiar. My spirit's like, oh, my wife. My wife. She's one of my wives. She's one of my sisters. That's mine. God gave her to me and gave me to her. And we've been kept from each other. And I don't know what all of you may say about that now. But I think you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was people already trying to imitate it. Megan would strike me as one of those. And I don't think necessarily a human took over Megan's life, but I think Megan Middleton is gone. I think spiritually, she is not there unless she has to be so they can use some of her fucking godly energy that was there. They probably spare it, you know what I mean? Because you only get so much dilithium crystal in one temple. But it's enough to last for our lifetime to get us to the eternity point. It's enough. It's always enough. Okay? But we have a power that keeps us going that y'all don't. Y'all have to steal it from us. You fucking piece of shit. But you're lucky it's God's plan, or I would be at your doorstep right now beating you to death. Sorry, I'm just going to be honest with you. And that's a very light punishment, in my opinion. You robbed 8 people of their lives. You robbed 8 people for over 20... What? Let's just call it 20 years. For 2 decades, you stole God's promised land from us. The promised land that He gave us, you took it from us, Pharaoh. But guess what? Let my people go. let my people go, because these are my people.